It's Dr. Gonzo Boogie here again with another DVD and VHS update. In this video I'm just going to go through and show the DVDs and VHSs that I picked up in the past week or two and give a little review on each one. And the first one I picked up is Shockwaves, which is actually a movie I haven't seen yet but looking forward to. And this is a movie that I've been wanting to see for a while. It's one of the Nazi zombie movies, which was like an exploitation genre in the 70s, which is awesome. I love like 70s exploitation films. This is like one of the 70s like zombie films that I've been wanting to buy for a while. This used to be on my like list of movies to buy when I first started to collect like Anchor Bay, like weird films, you know, like Suspiria and Zombie and like Reanimator, films like this. This was one of the ones that was always on the list that I wanted to get, so I'm glad I finally got around to buying this. Even though this isn't Anchor Bay, this is Blue Underground. I actually don't know if this was ever released on Anchor Bay. If it was, then I wish I had that edition, but I don't think it was. But this is still good enough in my book. I mean, this is just awesome. They used the cover artwork that Anchor Bay probably would have used anyways, and it's just an awesome cover artwork. This is what's always sold this movie to me. It just looks cool, you know, like it makes me want to see the movie. And this movie actually stars Peter Cushing, which is awesome because he's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's in a lot of the Hammer movies, which if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I'm a huge Hammer horror fan. And it also has John Carradine in it, which I'm wondering how big his role actually is, because around this time a lot of the movies he was in, he was like not that big of a part of them. They would like film maybe like separate scenes of him in like a separate room and cut it in the film somehow. Like it was kind of ridiculous, some of the movies that John Carradine is supposedly in around this time, but you know, maybe he's in it more than I think, so that'll be interesting seeing this. I actually haven't seen this movie yet, but I've just always wanted to. I've always wanted to own this too, so I'm pumped to have gotten this. I actually bought this yesterday, so that was a good buy yesterday. Next up, I have Escape from New York, which is a badass John Carpenter movie, probably one of my favorites, and I would just highly recommend this one. It has like the classic John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, Nick Castle team. John Carpenter doing the music. You got Kurt Russell in this. Donald Pleasance. Lee Van Cleef is in this also. This is just a really good movie. I would highly recommend this. Kind of like a post-apocalyptic thing. Kurt Russell's character has to like save the president. And it's just a pretty good movie. I would definitely recommend this to anyone who hasn't seen it. And then here we have Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, which is another one of Peter Jackson's like weird early films. His early films are really good. They're just weird. They're like odd. They're like humor, and the whole like feel of the movie is like very like quirky and like they're just weird. They're almost hard to describe, his early films, but I would recommend them because they're different. There's not a lot of movies you see around that are kind of like that. Like they just have like this weird feeling that I don't get it from a lot of movies. They're like real gory, but they also have a lot of like comedic parts, kind of like Evil Dead 2, but they're even weirder than Evil Dead 2. This and Bad Taste. This is like a zombie movie, Dead Alive, and Bad Taste is like an alien movie, and they're both just really weird movies. But I would recommend them for like fun, cheesy horror movies. They're definitely fun, cheesy horror movies. I would recommend them to anybody who would like to see them. Here, next up we have the Terminator, which is an awesome movie. I'm sure everybody's seen this. But this is one of my favorite like science fiction movies that come out of the 80s. And this actually used to not be like one of my like all-time favorites, but just recently I've like gained like a new respect for this movie. Like the writing and the acting and everything in this movie, I just felt came out like perfect. And in my opinion, it's just one of the better science fiction movies of all time, in my opinion. It blends a lot of different genres, together really really good. Like, it makes a really fun, smart movie, and I would just highly recommend this. But like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this, and I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Terminator 2, which also is a really good movie, and I would recommend this if you haven't seen it. Both were James Cameron, and both are just really good. James Cameron directed and like wrote these movies, and Arnold Schwarzenegger does a great job in both of these movies. And I would just recommend them. I'm sure everybody's seen them though. I mean, if you haven't seen the Terminator films, it's like go out and see the Terminator films because they're just classics. And I haven't seen these in a while, so I was glad to finally pick them up on DVD again. Because I have the first Terminator on VHS, but I used to have both of these on DVD, but I sold them at one time for one reason or another, so I'm glad to have bought them again. And then I picked up Predator 2 on DVD, which Predator 2 is a pretty good movie. I don't like it as much as the first one, but I still think it's decent. And I also picked up Predator 2 on VHS, which I got this cool CBS Fox dish of it, which this is the edition of Predator 2 that I've been looking for, because I love these CBS Fox editions. They're just cool. This one's a little different because it doesn't have the gray spine to it, which is how all the original CBS Foxes were like, but this is one of the later ones, but it still has the same logo, and it's just awesome. And I was glad to finally find this because this is the edition of the Predator 2 that I've been wanting to get on VHS for a while. So I was pumped to find this at Goodwill. Yesterday I picked this one up too. And yeah, Predator 2, I would recommend it. Not as good as the first Predator, but still a good sci-fi action movie. And this is another Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and this is Total Recall, which this is another really cool science fiction movie. It's actually been a while since I've seen this one, and I've actually never owned this one on anything before, on DVD or VHS, so I'm just glad to have finally picked this one up, because this is a pretty decent movie in my opinion. And it's based off a story by Philip K. Dick, who also wrote Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is the book that Blade Runner is based on, and Blade Runner is my favorite movie of all time. And yeah, so I've just always wanted to like see this movie better, because last time I saw this it was on TV, and now since I'm like a big Blade Runner fan and all that, I just want to see more movies like adapted from Philip K. Dick. So yeah, so I always wanted to check this one out, so I'm glad I picked it up. I picked up this weird David Bowie VHS called Jazzin' for Blue Jean. And this is actually like a video album thing from the Tonight album. It's like, I think it's like a video or two from some of the songs off the Tonight album. And the Tonight album is actually one of David Bowie's 80s albums. And it's really good. That's actually one of the ones that I still need to buy. I have most of David Bowie's CDs. Everything up to Let's Dance. If you're a Bowie fan, I'm also a huge Bowie fan. So I just bought this to add to my David Bowie collection in general. I'll pick up anything I see really David Bowie, DVD, VHS, CD, record. I like collecting David Bowie stuff. He's a really good musical artist. If you've never checked out his stuff either, I would highly recommend David Bowie. But yeah, this was just a cool little oddball thing that I found at a Goodwill, and I thought it was cool. I picked it up. It's sealed, so it hasn't been opened yet, and this goes for a pretty good amount on the computer sealed, but I don't really care because I just bought it for David Bowie, because David Bowie's the man. I only paid $1 for it. And then last but not least here, we have a Garfield Christmas special, which this is one of my favorite Christmas specials of all time. I just love this. This is probably my favorite Christmas special. I used to watch this all the time when I was a little kid, and it's just, in my opinion, just one of the most heartwarming, really, just really great cartoon Christmas specials. I just love this one. I used to watch it all the time when I was younger, and it's just super nostalgia for me when I watch this one. And I actually wanted to pick up the Garfield Halloween special around Halloween time, but I couldn't find it. So I was glad that I found this one in pretty good condition on VHS. The tape it's in is nice and clean and solid. It even came with like a little Garfield like Christmas card thing inside. It was pretty cool. And so I was glad I found this. I found this at Goodwill also, so that's why I like to go to Goodwill, because the DVD of this that actually features all the Garfield holiday specials goes for like $80 now, new, and like over $40 like used, and that's just like ridiculous. So I was glad I found this on VHS for $1, so I don't have to pay anywhere near $80 to own this. So that's awesome. And that was all the updates for this week. And I also bought a new DVD shelf. So I have a lot more room to collect DVDs now. So that's pretty awesome. And probably one of my next videos I might do might be me kind of going through my new shelf, because I was pumped to finally get a new DVD shelf. And I kind of have all my VHSs rearranged too. So I kind of want to do a video where I go through kind of my new setup. So maybe I'll get around to doing that soon. And thanks for watching. Definitely leave a comment or like a thumbs up or whatever if you like the video. And yeah, thanks for watching.